Hi everyone, welcome back to another NHL team preview. We're going now to the Minnesota Wild, who last season, before the lockout, went out and spent almost $200 million on players, and it resulted in an 8th place finish in the West and a first round exit in 5 games to the Blackhawks. Head coach Mike Yeo returns for his 3rd season. They are backstopped by Nicholas Backstrom, who is getting up there in age. I believe he's 36 years old. And Josh Harding, his backup, deals with MS. So that is a very difficult goaltending situation that you don't know if you can rely on for a full 82-game season. We look at the defense, and you have one of their big offseason signings last year, Ryan Suter, and one of their high draft picks in recent years, Jonas Brodin, who's a form of very good number 1 pair. Afterwards, they signed Minnesota boy Keith Ballard off the scrap heap after he was after Vancouver used a compliance buyout on the defenseman. He'll probably be playing with Jared Spurgeon, another high draft pick of the Wild. Well, they finish out their last pairing with Clayton Stoner and Marco Scandelli. We move to the offense, where the team lost 3 key players in last year's team. They traded Devin Setaguchi to the Winnipeg Jets. They lost Matt Cullen in free agency, and they lost Pierre-Marc Bouchard in free agency. We look at the first line, and it could be a very high-scoring line if everyone stays healthy, which is a big question mark. Zach Parise was another one of their big signings. It'll be interesting to see what he does in his first full season in Minnesota, where they play 82 games. Mikko Koivu is one of the more underrated centers in the league. He's got a great two-way game. Well, Danny Heatley is no longer the 50-goal scorer, but he can easily reach the 30-goal plateau. Again, we look at the second line, and it's headlined by their big trade deadline acquisition in Jason Pominville. The former Sabres captain is very consistent and has not dealt with many injuries in his career. He's probably going to center a line. He's probably going to play right wing on a line with former 5th overall pick Nito Niederreiter, who they acquired in a trade for Cal Clutterbuck in the offseason. He's a former 5th overall pick several years ago. The Swiss could live up to his potential now he's given an opportunity with an NHL club. Charlie Croyle was part of the trades that the Wild completed with San Jose as part of Heatley and Setaguchi trades. So I expect him to find his spot in the top 6. He's a talented big body. The problem with the Wild is their bottom 6 is very weak, and it's going to be the downfall of this team. I think that when it's all said and done, the Wild will again be in the same position, clawing in for them in those last playoff spots and looking at early first-round playoff exit. And that's my preview for the Minnesota Wild.